A lot of you guys went to public school. For me personally, I'm a military brat. So I did go through a lot of private school when I was growing up, but from around like 6th grade up, I went to public school. And then I went on to university, and now I'm a streamer. So, you know, my life has taken many ups and downs, hasn't it? Public school has always been curious, and public school teachers aren't necessarily treated the best. That being said, you know, working with the freaking brats all day, teaching the same classes over and over again, having to buy your own stuff for the classroom, it can be a little tiresome. I know that. So we all want to spice things up. We all had teachers try and spice up the day, try to spice up their like the way they teach, right? I mean, when I was in French, I remember my French teacher actually shipped over a friend who was French. It was my first ever French person that I was around, and she helped teach us French. That's cool, right? So you gotta engage with the kids. You gotta reach the kids in a way that they'll understand, right? I gotta reach these kids. So there was one teacher in California who decided that she was going to try to reach these kids, okay? She was going to try a new way to engage with the classroom, and she decided to do a dance for the class, okay? A Native American dance. As a math teacher, she was trying to teach math. Keep that in mind watching this.
Water goddess, again, I ask you, please tell me the secret of the enchant. Please. And then I hear. Because obviously this is ridiculous.
Weapons grade cringe. Listen, I'm sorry. With all the tragedy that's been happening in schools recently, this is up there. This is what Elizabeth Warren's job after she lost the presidential race. I'm memeing. I don't know why she's stomping on top of the furniture, but she was trying to teach apparently sine, cosine, and tangent by making it SOHCAHTOA. And then thinking, oh yeah, this is just like them Native Americans. She must be stoned or something. She does look like she's on drugs. I do think that you have to be very out of touch to think that this is like the poggest meme, you know? Is there an actual thing that she's butchering? She's just making it up. She's making it up on the fly. There's no like Native American dance that she pulled inspiration from or something. And she's like, I'm gonna do my own riff on it for my math class. And so she had the freaking like feather headdress made out of like construction paper. And she was just like, you know, SOHCAHTOA, brother, SOHCAHTOA, brother, let's go. Water goddess. Please meet me after class. You're so thick, water goddess. Jeez, man. There's more actually, okay? So she also brought in war hooping and tomahawk chopping as well. She was trying to teach the class. We have more nuclear cringe. Prepare yourself.
Tomahawks. Is that right? What that is? Okay. SOHCAHTOA. 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 And eventually, I get to go home, and I get all of my feathers. Tomahawks.
Oh no! Oh no! She had a like presentation, like the TED Talk. Oh jeez, man! Come on, dude. Can we? Are they teaching in fucking Gotham, man? Because they're inventing jokers out there. Yeah, but she's 1/1000th Cherokee. Listen, she can do it. She can do it. Listen, I can't believe she's doing this in freaking like yoga pants though. That's crazy, man. Listen, all right. I think I'm saying that this is just, you can't tell me this shit isn't not like nuclear cringe, okay? This is awful. The thing is that I can say it's insensitive, and I can say it's like, I don't want to necessarily say it's, you know, This is a war crime. It is really funny. It is really funny. I don't think she had bad intentions doing it. That being said, you do have to know you're basically putting on like a Native American minstrel show when you pull shit like this, okay? You are. You just are, and it's just not cool. It's not cool. It's not funny. Like, would you be doing there are way, you know what? If she literally just said, here, listen, here's how it could be better, okay? Cut the headdress. Let's say if it was just like sine, cosine, tangent, SOHCAHTOA, and then I don't know, then it was like she tied it to like Native Americans or something, okay? And it was just that. She was like, doesn't that sound like a Native American tribe, right? And we love our Native Americans, isn't that right? Look, that's my favorite Native American. I think this would be way closer to it being kosher. This is probably the most unhalal, the most unkosher thing I've seen in my entire life. You can't be like tomahawk chop, like she's a fucking MMO character.
Okay. SOHCAHTOA.
No one's gonna, no one, after this, she's trying to teach sine, cosine, tangent, but after this, no one's gonna cosine her. Let's be honest with ourselves. And the fact she was filmed by a Native American, this isn't the coolest memes. It's just not. It's not the coolest memes. You know that scene where like Dr. Manhattan just like fucking obliterates Rorschach? Okay? That's what this video did to me. If I was there in real life, she just held her hand out and I just exploded, okay? And you know what? That would be the easy way out. That would have been the most humane thing to do rather than just like let me continue on with this. You know what I mean? Do it. Is she doing this in heels? No, she's doing it in flats. Now, if she was doing it in heels, then we could be like, okay, listen, this is girl boss energy, okay? But we're taking away the girl boss and it's just gaslight and gatekeep right now. Wait, what are the comments on this? I just want to see. Well, is there a non-racist way to teach trigonometry? I'd love to hear it. All that to teach the class SOHCAHTOA is like only a thing I remember from high school. Yeah, I remember sine, cosine, and tangent. It's really not hard to. You don't have to make it racist. You don't have to make it like this level of goofy. You know what I mean? The worst thing is that the teacher probably didn't even think this was disrespectful or offensive, completely oblivious as the kids watch, aghast and alarmed. Obviously, she grew up in a cultural bubble. See, this is the really big thing. Because I do think this comes from a lot of like misunderstanding. I mean, you can walk into a Halloween costume, you can walk into a Halloween store right now and get like a Native American chieftain costume and it'll be like, you know, like the white pants and maybe not a shirt even, or like like an open shirt. And then you'll have like the big feathered turkey headdress, you know what I mean? And they'll be like, well, here's my costume. Ahaha. You know, it's just, that used to be a thing. That used to be a pretty big thing. And we're still moving out of that. It's just interesting to see because we live in a time, it's kind of like with trans people, you know, like Native American people, trans people, we're kind of moving away from it's like laughing at those groups of people to more like accepting them and being like, hey, this just isn't cool. Right? Because if she did this with like, if a cooking teacher was teaching the class about making fried chicken and she thought the best way to teach them would be to you know, I don't have to finish it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Sure, please. The thing is, it doesn't even have to be in like blackface, you know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be in blackface. But what I'm saying is that that response that you get right there is something that most people, we get it. Please, no. The teacher comes in dressed as Tupac, okay? And then they make a rap about how to make like all the steps to make fried chicken, okay? They made a rap. They hit the button on the fucking Elmo, and then and they have like a little presentation there, and she picks up the mic and she's like, "Oh, what's up? What's up, guys? How we doing today, class? Hey, St. George High School represent." rapping for Jesus. We all know that this is like, we we don't do this. This is not something that we all know that this is like not something that we should do. But the thing is, like, it is still reasonably seen as okay to do things like dressing like that, right? Dressing like a Native American, or like goofing on trans people a lot. Like, there are a lot of people who still find it reasonably acceptable to like just shit on trans people a lot, like all the time, right? Even like a lot of conservative commentators don't go as far as like your Steven Crowder, okay? People like Steven Crowder, or the jokes Steven Crowder tells about like black people, are not the jokes you'll hear on like Fox News. Even they won't go that far because they know that's like really unacceptable, okay? Crowder doesn't care. Maybe he just can't hold in the racism, or maybe he just actually can't think of any other material than like, haha, you're black, you know? Goofing on trans people, goofing on like Native American people in this way is seen as like still like kind of pog. And so you can really absolutely do stuff like this and not even know that it's that bad, right? It's just like a joke that you didn't even think was that bad. It's like saying everything bad is gay. Oh my gosh, the toaster burnt my goddamn toast today. It like freaking blackened my goddamn toaster strudel. It's gay, you know? Oh my gosh, I stubbed my toe on this bench is gay. Like, and that used to be something that people just said all the time. It was just like just in like popular culture, but we don't say that stuff like that anymore. Just kind of, you know, that's just not cool, you know? Just not cool anymore. Lady, this isn't cool anymore. Actually, I retract my statement. This was never cool. This it's not like it was cool. This was never cool. Stop. Well, I guess people still say the R slur. Yeah, and I'm one of them. Okay, I got my normal pills. I can say it. I'm sorry. Like, the R word, it just tastes so good when you say it. How can I escape the R word? Okay, come on. You know, as someone who grew up on the internet, I say the N word. I say the R word. What am I gonna do? Okay. What am I supposed to do? You know, I can't say the F word. I can't say the F word. Maybe one day, like, I'll get the urge so bad, I'll first like download Grindr, and then I'll tell you guys about it, and then I can say it. Then I get the pass. But until then, we're not going there yet. Okay. But you know, you're legally bisexual. You're right. I am legally bi. Say the R word. No. So I don't see you as the type of person who would say the N word with an A. I say the N word with a hard R for only black people I don't like. So if I ever meet like, yeah, I was calculating how hard I could get canceled. If I see like Nico House, I'll call him the N word hard R. Sorry, it's happening. I'm flying to Texas specifically to call Nico House the N word with the hard R. I'm coming for you, Nico House. You're done for when I get my hands on you. One really big reason I don't say the R word on stream is because I just don't think most people want to hear it. A lot of people have like a lot of bad history with that word. And so I know a lot of people just don't want to hear it while they're streaming. And some people for some reason use me as their comfort streamer, okay? So I don't want to ruin their, we're not the most coziest vibes because we do delve into, you know, nuclear cringe, giga cringe every now and again, but you know, I want to be nice at least. What did I stumble into?
Okay. So got to what? 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 So got to what?
I love how she picks up the beat. I love how she picks up the tempo. It's just so good. And the fact that she started on the table. Oh my geez, please. And the fact that she started out on the table is just like, it's just insane to me, right? Like, she went to like every level. She went to every length to make this the most possible, the biggest cringe you could have ever imagined. Even the boy who brought his goddamn milk into class, my man has his carton of milk, had to put his head down because he couldn't continue this. He's dying at this very moment. I feel you, brother. I could not possibly imagine being in this classroom at this moment in time. I couldn't do it, man. Listen, we all knew that, you know, public schools had some issues and public schools need better funding, but I didn't think it was so bad. It's turned the teachers goddamn crazy, man. Okay. Oh, jeez.